Hello, this is the really last video. In the previous video, I stopped because the time is up. The last video was about 11 minutes, so I stopped there. But I just realized that there is only one slide left, so the last video will be very short. The last video is about ethical guidelines for statistical practice. You may abuse, when you are good at statistics, you may abuse it. You may abuse statistics to support a wrong statement. And of course, those behaviors are unethical. The examples include improper sampling. So for example, I may claim that I'm handsome, and the evidence is that from my data, everyone says I'm handsome. But in the data include my mother and my wife. That's it. Then that's very unethical. That is an example of improper sampling and inappropriate analysis of the data. Every statistical method has their shortcomings and problems, and like they have assumptions. That means if the assumption is not satisfied, their result is wrong, maybe wrong. So you have to understand their limitations and their assumptions, and you have to check if your method is appropriate for the context of the data. And developing misleading graphs. This is the most common abuse of statistics. So for example, if you compare, if you want to show something is like, say, revenue of your company is increasing, then if your graph looks flat, it does not look like drastic increase. So you may want to change the chart like this to show more drastic steep increase. That's misleading. You have to tell at least tell the audience that your graph is like tortured. And finally, biased interpretation of the statistical results. In many cases, say, you have to look at all the different aspects of the results. But often, the easiest way to bias the result is to ignore unfavorable results and take only the favorable results and use the favorable results to support your argument. That's also unethical. And as a consumer of statistics, so those unethical behaviors are for the analysts, but also as a consumer of statistics, you should be aware of the potential unethical behavior. That's why you are learning statistics. It's not only about doing the analysis, but also understanding other analysis and pointing out their problems, especially when you read newspaper and say to tell what is fake news, blah blah blah. And just in case if you are interested, you may refer to the American Statistics Association's guideline. So it's the Statistics Professional Association. So they provide more resources about statistical practice and maybe data analysis. So if you're interested, refer to them. And I'm very glad that the first class went well, I think, and was not too short. And I will continue this kind of lecture with the first chapter. First chapter is about probability. You don't need to prepare anything. I'm going to upload my slide and videos soon. So please watch them when at your convenience. Thank you. See you in the next video. And give me any suggestions or comments if you have any problems, any suggestions.